All right. YouTube studio is awake, which means it's time. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another very cool, banger, awesome, dope Cleveland Browns live stream. As the off season's officially begun, the Super Bowl is over, and now all 32 teams are in off season mode. Yep, the combine is quickly approaching. And of course, once the combine's over, you get into free agency. And then you got pro days going on. You got workouts. And then you get the draft. And I cannot wait for that. Now, it's still early in the process, but I think you guys already know where I'm going with this. I'm going to have to talk to some people, but there's a decent chance I will be doing a collab with a certain somebody. Not Rocha, of course. No. But JB Taylor, most likely. Me and him will be linking up many times during this off season for streams and stuff. Yo, I hope the Steelers get Fields. That's what I've seen a lot of Steeler fans say. You know, they got rid of Trubisky and they think they're going to get Fields. Well, you know what, Jacob? You're going to get Ryan Tannehill and you're going to like it. Yeah, you're going to be forced to have to watch Ryan Tannehill be your quarterback. Whether you like it or not, you scrub. You will get Ryan Tannehill and you will like it because you have Arthur Smith. So it makes sense. People are already linking the Steelers to Tannehill. What's up, Daniel? Morning. Top of the morning to you. By the way, got rid of that cruddy facial hair on my face. It was starting to kind of get a little annoying, right? And I got rid of it. Figured, season's over. Might as well do like a facial hair reset. We'll see how long it takes to come back in. It'll probably be fully grown again by free agency. Most likely. My hair grows fast on my face. Heck, by the time I'm done with this live stream, it might be grown back in. We are sweeping. Jacob, shut up. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop it. Stop. No. No. Jacob, you do realize you ain't swept us since 2017, right? We've split almost every. No, I think there was one year where we guys swept us. Yeah, almost every year we've split. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. Jeez. But yeah, of course, you see the title of this stream. I'm going to be talking about the Browns off season, what to expect, and then I'll be going into a top 50 free agent article that I saw from Fox Sports that was posted a few days ago. What's up, Yusuf? How you doing? Always good to see the common people in the chat. Everyone always popping in. Even if you come in for a second, you say hi and then you leave. That's dope. So we're gonna start this baby off with my Browns free agent checklist. So as you can see, we got quite a bit of needs. Yo, what's good? What's up, Isaiah? Good to see you again. But as you notice, the Browns have quite a few needs in my book. Yeah. Number one, I think, is wide receiver number two to go along with Amari. That's going to be, I think, the number one priority. It's going to be a rough week. No NBA. Tell me about it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm not going to be streaming anything until, well, this weekend when I probably hook up, link up with JB Taylor again for the All Star festivities. But other than that, I'm not going to be doing much of anything on this channel unless the Browns do something like coaching wise. Maybe do some rumor videos. But yeah, wide receiver number two seems like a legit number one priority for the Browns, without a doubt. There's a lot of talk from podcasters, bloggers, and even some writers that have a legit like pulse of the organization, they seem to believe the Browns will be aggressive when it comes to finding a number two receiver to go along with Amari. Number two objective, D line, interior and edge. And I say that because I actually have the Browns free agent list pulled up. And let's see how many D linemen we have going into free agency. Because remember, we did have quite a few signed to 1 year deals. I think there's probably at least, okay, there's 3 D linemen, I guess. Wait, really? Oh, I mean, you have Zadarius, who I guess is technically a linebacker. Oh, yeah, they have him as a linebacker. Okay. We have 3 D linemen entering free agency. Not to mention, you have Zadarius, who is a, I guess, pass rusher, kind of like TJ Watt, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely could use some a D lineman. Not saying we have to go get Chris Jones, but guys that can go out there and do work. I mean, like Mo Hurst did until he got hurt again. Shelby Harris would be great to bring back. Honestly, I could see them just bringing those two back and saying, "Okay, we're done with D line." No, I don't think they'll do that. I mean, even Jordan Elliott, my dude actually showed out this year. I was very impressed. He might have earned himself a decent sized contract from somebody. Might not be us, but it'll be somebody. Someone will give him a chance. Is Chubb coming back? As far as I know, yeah. Yeah. It all depends on how he does when he's able to run again. It'll take him a few weeks to really get back going. Might even take him the whole year before he's back to full speed. Because my dude messed up his knee completely. He didn't just have an ACL tear, he had an MCL tear and an ACL tear. Like that injury, it was gruesome. Probably the most gruesome injury I've seen. It was not a fun year in terms of injuries. My God. Every week someone else was getting hurt. Not even it's not even funny. Like, I hope we never have to go through that again. Now, priority number 3, linebacker. Speaking of which, oh my God, it's JB Taylor. What's up, guys? How you doing? How you doing, JB Taylor? How you doing, buddy? Huh? Oh my God, it's JB Taylor coming in with the oh yeah. Now, linebackers. Let's see what we got going into free agency at linebacker because it's probably most of, if not our entire linebacking core. Bet you a good majority of our linebacking core is going into free agency. Just like I expected. Zadarius, who's technically a linebacker pass rusher. Sione again, Matthew Adams, Awok, Kunasic, and Phillips all going in free agency. As far as who I would like to see them bring back, Sione and man, maybe Zadarius. Maybe. I'd love to see Sione come back. Awok, this will be the 3rd time we try to re-sign him. Poor guy's been hurt the last couple years. I mean, he was fantastic before he got hurt. Love to bring him back, but I just don't know. There's some pretty damn good options at linebacker. In fact, let me look and see what's available at linebacker this year. So, I mean, there's some solid options. Jerome Baker, bro. By the way, I don't know if you guys heard. The Browns, I guess, possibly have been interviewed, or they did interview, at least I heard. I don't know if it's true, because no verified source confirmed it. I heard James Laurinaitis interviewed with the Browns. I would love Jerome Baker. I would absolutely love that. As a Buckeye fan, oh yeah, I would love that. Devin White, a guy that I wanted in the draft, I'd take him too. Or either him or Baker, without a doubt. Leonard Floyd, he's practically as a Darius Smith, just like Danielle Hunter or Randy Gregory. Yeah. Josh Allen, same thing. Josie Jewell, no. I heard he's kind of a bum. Bobby Wagner, too old, I think. Isaiah Simmons, wanted him in the draft. Of course, he went before we took him because we took Jedrick Wills right after he was taken. I would love to bring in Simmons. Jordan Hicks wouldn't be bad for the right price. Al Shair, I believe. No, he didn't play for Schwartz. He was in San Fran when Schwartz was in Tennessee. That's all right. Frankie Louvu, Levante David, Devin Bush, Kalivon Chason. My guy Jackanoff would probably troll the hell out of me if we freaking signed him. Kenneth Murray, Jordan Brooks, Patrick Queen. There's a lot of really good options. So it'll be interesting to see what we do at linebacker. But I do have linebacker as our number 3 priority. Then you have tackle. I've talked about that before. There's not a whole lot of options at tackle, unfortunately. Now, it depends. Do we go for a starter or do we go backup? Because right now we have Jed Wills and he's coming off an injury, as is Jack Conklin and DeJuan Jones. Now, do we go out and sign like a Dwayne Brown or Trent Brown, Jonah Williams, Cornelius Lucas as like a backup? I gotta wait. What about Los Angeles? Do they have any guys? Because we just signed their freaking yeah, we hired their offensive line coach. Oh, Seattle. Yeah, I'm thinking of LA. Yeah, I don't know why I thought LA. I meant Seattle. Yeah. Let's see about Seattle. Oh, nobody. Oh, lovely. Nobody. Of course. Okay. Well, that eliminates that idea. Oh, well. Lovely. But yeah, I think we could definitely go after a tackle. Backup tackle in free agency. Kick returner and punt returner. There's really one name that really comes up, and that's Cordarrelle Patterson. Unless they want to bring back Jakeem and give him another chance. But his knees are absolutely cooked in my eyes, so I don't know if that'll happen. But I would definitely love to bring in Cordarrelle Patterson. That'd be great. Now, running back number 2, or a number 1B, meaning a starter that essentially just splits snaps. Like, you don't have a bona fide number 2. We could roll with 2 number 1 backs, 2 bell cows. That might be what we do because Chubb might not be ready for the start of the year. And Jerome Ford ain't no number 1. That's for damn sure. Jerome's like a number 2 at best. We've seen that. I mean, that dude, like, our running game just dropped off. Now, maybe with Deuce Staley at running back coach, maybe our running backs take a giant leap, right? Now, some names to keep an eye on. Obviously, not Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs or Barkley or Pollard, Eckler. Cordero would be great because, again, he'd be killing essentially 3 birds with 1 stone. Running back, receiver, and return man. Gus Edwards would be interesting because that's pretty much what he did in Baltimore. He was a 1B back next to J.K. Dobbins when he wasn't hurt. Zeke would be cool for the right price. He's only 28. Wow. Devin Singletary is the guy I think comes to mind the most. Either him, DeAndre Swift, maybe like a Deontay Foreman, Amir Abdullah. J.K. Dobbins would be iffy because, again, just like Chubb, he's coming off an injury too. I don't want to have a running back room that's completely injured before they even get on the field. I would like at least 1 healthy back, please, to start the year. And then finally, you have backup quarterback because right now, we technically do have Joe Flacco, but he's a backup. So we got Deshaun, he's our starter. DTR is going to be competing for a number 2 spot. Maybe we bring back Jacoby. We tried to trade for him, but it didn't go through because the Commanders really loved him. So maybe we bring in Jacoby. Mitch Trubisky is a big old hell no to me. Mariota and no. Darnold? No. Locke? No. Baker? No, bruh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Nope. Gardner Minshew? No, that's the name I would consider for a backup quarterback spot. Because that dude ran all over us last year again when we played Indy. Yeah. That dude all of a sudden showed that he can scramble like the best of them. It's like, damn. Tyler Huntley, if we wanted a guy that had the same exact skill set as Deshaun, except maybe not as good of a thrower, yeah, Tyler would be an interesting one. Dobbs, no. Imagine Browns fans' reaction if we brought back Dobbs. You know, Browns fans on social media would love it if we brought back Jacoby, though. Because Jacoby was a pro's pro. He held it down when Deshaun got hurt, when he was suspended. And then, like I said, they wanted to bring him back before the deadline, but things didn't happen. And who knows what would have happened if they had brought him back? Well, we wouldn't have had Joe Flacco, that's for sure. But yeah, that's my off-season objectives. What's up, Asia? Always good to see you in the chat. One of the few members of the channel. Love to see it. But yeah, those are my free agent objectives. And we'll see how many of these we fulfill. If I had to guess, receiver 2, D-line, we're going to do at least one of each, probably in free agency. We might even double or triple down at some spots like D-line and linebacker in free agency. And then the draft, we might just complement some stuff. But yeah, that's it for that part. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and shrink myself. I'm going to shrink myself. Wow. Okay, there we go. Let's shrink myself. Oh my god, I'm getting so tiny. Why am I so tiny? Make myself absolutely small as heck. And I'm going to put myself on top of the stadium. I'm gonna go put myself in a seat. This is the beauty of having a green screen. I can make myself freakishly tiny. I'm on. Well, I guess this like tiny little prawn thing that they have at the stadium. I make myself tiny. Ah, like yo, man, this is weird. Over that train. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm obviously playing around. Ha ha ha. It's illegal to have a sense of humor in this area, bruh. I forgot. You can't have a sense of humor. Ah. Right, but now it's time to get to. So, with that being said, let's get right into it, huh? Okay, let's do this. Go here, take that off, take that off. All right, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so top 50 free agents. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on, I forgot. Man, I am all over the place today. Holy crap. There we go. Hey. Yeah. So, we're going to go through this, okay? We're starting off with Chris Jones. Now, you can read, along with it, right? I know, right? That's the beauty of having a green screen. You can do that. You can fool around with that stuff. It says the potential landing spots: Kansas City, Vegas, and Detroit. If I had to guess, he's probably going back to Kansas City. I mean, he pretty much came out and said he ain't leaving. during the parade, their celebration yesterday. By the way, my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected in that tragedy yesterday. I heard like one person's deceased, and like there's like 20 plus others that were injured, including children. Bruh. And they said it all stemmed from a freaking disagreement. Like, really, bro? What are we doing? We don't fight with fists anymore. People do it with guns. It's like, bro, if you don't like somebody, put up your dukes and freaking let it rip. Put away the freaking weapons and just work with your fists like they used to do in the freaking old days, right? Put up your dukes and freaking settle it like real people, huh? Freaking wussies out here scaring, shooting people. It's like, bro, back in the old days, they'd fight like that. They fight like people, like real people, man. Like, damn. Hey, it's the way people are now. But yeah, Chris Jones probably going back to Kansas City. I don't think he'd want to go to Vegas, especially a rival. And then Detroit, that would be an interesting choice for him, but I think he's going to stay. And then you look at his market value. I can only imagine it's probably like otherworldly at this point. Let's go all positions. Let's see here. Wonder where he is on the spot track thing. Okay, so they have his AAV at 19.5 from 2023. They say his contract value is 28.4 million, which will put him right around Joey Bosa. Market value, 3 years, 85 million, average salary of 28.48. Damn, that would be one hell of a contract. Wow. That would be crazy. Moving on, number 2, we have Kirk Cousins, who is a free agent once again. Of course, us Browns fans, we remember, what was it, back when he was a free agent, the Browns were interested. Of course, they didn't pull it off. I think that was the year we got Baker. Landing spots, Minnesota, Atlanta, and Denver. And again, his market value, his AAV was 35 million this past year. Market value is 39.3. 30 years, $118 million market value, according to Spotrac. Wow. That's nuts. All right. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do that for the top like 3 or 4 guys. I'm not going to do that for everybody. We'll be here all freaking day. I really will have a freaking full-on beard by the time this stream ends if I do that for all 50. Justin Matabike, only Cincinnati. No. 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 Uh-uh. No. Do I think we'll get T. Higgins? No. He's not going to enter free agency. He's going to be tagged. Because, believe it or not, the Bungles are not actually that dumb after all. At least we think they're not dumb. I don't know. But if they weren't stupid, they're going to freaking extend him or sign him or whatever. Keep him there long term. I wouldn't even think he'd want to come to the Browns, to be fair, because his mother has been talking a lot of crap about us on Twitter, the last couple months. And then his mother talked crap about the Browns, and then she had to sit back and watch as the Browns proceeded to stomp a mud hole in the Bengals and then walk it dry. Now, Justin Matabike, who had a phenomenal year, is he even in here? Where's he at? I just sworn he was in here. Let me look at Baltimore. He might not even be in here. I don't know why he wouldn't be. Let's see. Clowney. Oh, here he is. Okay, defensive tackle. Damn, his AAV this year was 1 million. Now his market value, $20.3 million. Market value contract wise, 4 years, $81 million, according to Spotrac. So they project him to get a 4 years, $80 million deal. Now, would Cincinnati fork over that kind of dough? No. They probably would. Going to be interesting. Oh, yeah, it will be. Big time. Big time. And then you have Josh Allen from the Jaguars. Never forget, the Giants passed on him for Daniel Jones. Man, I'm sure Bad Dog and Entertainer still get, you know, people talking about that, about their reactions. I should look at one of these days and see what their how many views their reactions have on YouTube. They're probably like over and almost in the millions at this point. Freaking nuts what happened, man. They passed on Josh Allen for Daniel Jones. Wow. Now, Josh Allen's potential landing spots: Houston, Arizona, and Jacksonville. So they said either Houston or Arizona or back to Jacksonville. Let's see what Josh Allen's projected cap thing is. Probably not too much, but he is a stud, so I could see him getting probably some decent money without a doubt. Okay, so let's see. Is he got to go to Jacksonville here? Josh Allen, 5.6 million 2023 AAV. 23.9 is his calculated market value. Projected market value in terms of contract, 5 years, 119 million. That would put him around the range of like Bradley Chubb, Rashawn Gary, Joey Bosa, and TJ Watt in terms of monetary value. Right around that range. That would be nuts. But would it be with Jacksonville? I don't know about that. What's up, Lamar? Do you think Chubb is coming back for week one? Because he's a Browns fan. I don't know if he'll be back. It all depends on how how his knee is doing. If he's damn near running full speed, if he's even at off-season workouts, which I'm sure he will be, I'm not sure if he'll be ready to go for week one. He'll probably be back by October, if I had to guess. But who knows? He might be back by week one. That'd be cool. But I mean, I'm not gonna rush him. All right, next up we got, this will be the last one where I look at the market value. Jalen Johnson. All right, from the Bears. Projected landing spots or potential landing spots: Chicago, Houston, and Vegas. And then we go to Chicago. Of course, the Bears, I guess, nearly traded him. He wanted to get traded. He requested a trade like right before the deadline last year, and it didn't happen. Calculated market value: $15 million, average annual salary. Market value in terms of contract: 5 years, $78 million. Wow. That would put him right around Denzel Ward, just under Denzel. Yeah. If you look at the length, about 5 years, damn near, 83 million would put him just under Marlon Humphrey. And average salary again would put him right between Jamel Dean, and Marlon Humphrey. So he's gonna get a decently sized contract, and it's gonna be some good dough coming his way because he is an absolute beast. All right, next we got L'Jarius Sneed, and JB's gonna like this one because Fox potential landing spot for Sneed is Indianapolis. I know JB would love to have L'Jarius in Indy. And then we move on to Christian Wilkins from the Dolphins. Potential landing spots: Tennessee and Washington. Antoine Winfield, Tampa Bay, Indy, and the Rams. Number 9, you have T. Higgins. Potential landing spot: New England. That'd be interesting. Mike Evans. Potential landing spots: number 10, Tampa, Carolina, and Chicago. Okay. Brian Burns, Carolina, Washington, and New England so far. No mention of the Browns yet. Probably not going to mention us because we don't really have cap space right now. So I don't think we're going to be mentioned for anybody, to be honest. Not expecting it, but we'll see. Burns to Washington and New England. Not sure if that would work because I'm sure he wants to win. I mean, I guess if it's for him, maybe go to Washington because, but I don't know. It's hard to say. If the money's good, he's going to go where the money's really good. So depends on who pays him. Danielle Hunter, potential landing spot New England. Baker Mayfield, potential landing spots Tampa or Atlanta. I think he goes back to Tampa. And then Michael Pittman, back to Indy, Tennessee, or Arizona. Josh Jacobs, New York Giants. Right? If they lose Saquon, they bring in Josh Jacobs. That's a pretty good replacement. Patrick Queen, Baltimore, Seattle, New England. I think he's probably going to either Baltimore or Seattle. Leonard Williams, Seattle, Houston, or Tennessee. That's going to be a tough one. Tyron Smith, Washington. Hunter Williams, Miami or the Chargers. Barkley, Giants, Chicago, or New England. And my guess is he probably goes either back to New York or he goes to Chicago. Yeah. Bill Fuller, Chicago. Robert Hunt, Miami, Houston, San Francisco. Calvin Ridley, Jacksonville, Arizona, Carolina. I think possibly going back to Arizona, going back to Jacksonville or maybe Carolina to go play with Bryce. Bryce Huff, Detroit. Kevin Dotson, LA Rams, Chicago, Atlanta. DJ Reed, Cincinnati, Denver, or Indy. I think he could probably go back to Cincy. Chase Young, New England, of course. Cal Duggar, New England, Washington. Derrick Henry, Baltimore. No. Carolina or Minnesota. Minnesota would be something. Watch him go to Baltimore. Swear to God. Michael Onwenu, Houston. Austin Eckler, Vegas, Indy, or San Francisco. I can only imagine JB's reaction if they got Austin Eckler. Because he's an absolute dog on the field. He's had injury issues, but he's really, really good. He's definitely a top 10 back when healthy. Marquise Brown, Carolina Giants or Tennessee. I think the Browns could be interested. Now that'd be fun. You know, the Browns have a guy named Brown. That'd be great. Just technically, he'd be playing for the name on the front and kind of the back. Get it? Cleveland Browns. I'll stop. Jonah Jackson from the Rams, Arizona. Leonard Floyd, L.A. Rams, Philly, or Buffalo. I could see Philly looking at him. Steven Nelson, Houston, Arizona, or Dallas. Kevin Zeitler, Carolina. Darius Smith back to Cleveland or Arizona. Because the vibes were so good with him and Miles. Honestly, I think Darius is probably the best number 2 pass rusher Miles has had since Olivier Vernon. I'm not even kidding. Because Jadavian, right, but Za'Darius just seemed like he was a little bit better. Mainly because Za'Darius actually gave a crap for the most part. It just didn't seem like Jadavian really gave a crap most of the time when he was here. He was just here for the money, pretty much, I think. Za'Darius actually why he was traded here, but yeah. I would love to bring him back. Make me happy. Yeah. Make me freaking I'd be elated to bring him back. Tony Pollard, Philadelphia, Tennessee, or Tampa. Cowboys fans, I wonder how they would react if Tony Pollard went to Philly. Probably be thinking, traitor. So that's what it's going to be, huh? Especially if it's for a good sized contract. I'm like, oh, So yeah, that's what you're gonna do to us, huh? You're gonna go over there, huh? That's how it's gonna be. All right, all right. Well, have fun not winning a damn thing over there, because that's what they always. That's what all we all say, right? When we have a favorite player that leaves to go to a rival, we always hit the line of, well, have fun not winning over there, huh? You ain't winning nothing over there. We act all salty, like I'm not mad at all. But then in your head, you're thinking, I hope he doesn't win a damn thing over there. Hope he doesn't do crap. Honestly, I think he could easily go to Tennessee, especially if they lose Derrick Henry, or Tampa. That could work too. Dalton Schultz, Washington. Stephon Gilmore, Dallas, Washington, and New England. I've already noticed Washington is featured a lot in this article. Makes you wonder, was a Washington writer featured? I wouldn't be surprised. Jonah Williams, Dallas, Green Bay, or Houston. Cameron Curl, Chicago. Levante David, Tampa, or Baltimore. Geno Stone, back to Baltimore, Buffalo, or Indy. Josh Uche, Miami. Chidobe Awuzie, back to Cincy or Chicago. Frankie Louvu, Carolina, Kansas City, or Dallas. Trent Brown to Tennessee. Dalton Reisner, Minnesota, LA, Rams, or Arizona. Or Xavier McKinney, Giants, Chicago, or Dallas. Okay, so they had NFC South reporter Greg Allman, AFC East reporter Henry McKenna, and NFC West reporter Eric D. Williams. That's who made the predictions. So let's take a guess. What teams do those three people cover? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I see. They just cover the entire division. They don't cover a single team. Although Greg Allman has worked for the Tampa Bay Times. Okay. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yep. Makes way too much sense. Okay. So I think they just cover the whole division. They don't cover single teams. Henry McKenna doesn't have much on the account at all. And then Eric Williams, again, same thing. All right. So yeah, that's really all I got for that. Real quick, we're gonna check Twitter to make sure, see if anything else happened while I was doing my shenanigans. Right? Doesn't seem like anything else has happened. All right. Hmm. Yeah, I don't see anything else happening. So, okay. But that's pretty much gonna do it for this one, guys. So, figured I'd come on here, do a nice little stream real quick, have some fun. Yeah. I just saw the tweet that JB Taylor uh, quote tweeted. Dre Jameson missing the entire season. Ugh, that's tough. What is this now? Price errors. Free NBA League Pass premium for 12 months. Register, sign in the NBA ID. Register, sign in Nike. Proceed to id.nba.com. Click on Vote on Jason's All Star. Link to both NBA and Nike accounts. And sign up for League Pass monthly subscription and use promo code All Star Tatum. You get a full year of NBA League Pass premium for free. No, they probably shut it down. Yeah, no longer available. Yeah, they freaking shut that crap down, man. They caught on. They're like, hey, people are using this to their advantage. They're not really trying to vote on the shoes or whatever. They just want the damn premium. That's what they did. I think they had a window for that and people missed it. Darn. Oh well. I already have League Pass. Yeah, I already have League Pass. Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna wrap it up. Let me go back to my original size. Yeah, let's go back. There we go. I'll be right around there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's really all I have. And we'll see what other shenanigans comes out over the next couple weeks here. As we're actually really close to the start of free agency, which I believe technically would start on Monday the 11th. Yeah, Monday, March 11th is the start of legal tampering. So, almost there. We're going to have a lot of rumors coming out. It's crazy. We only have 2 more weeks left of February already. My God, this month is flying by. I already know. You know, March is going to fly by too once baseball season starts up. It's going to fly by even quicker. Before you know it, we're going to be doing draft stuff. That's all you're going to be seeing from us content creators. Draft stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. And I've been going for about 40 minutes or so. So, with that being said, shout out to everyone who came through. And I'll see you guys in my next stream or video or whenever that'll be. But yeah, shout out to JB Taylor and Asia and all the others. Jacob, Lamar, came with the emojis, of course. Yusuf, Isaiah. Yeah. See you all later on. Of course, the Cavs don't play again until the 22nd. But I'm hoping to be live for the All Star festivities, but we'll see.